Oh my god, there's a fucking update for this game. It probably dropped a week or so ago. I'm just not on my computer often enough to see it. I'm on other electronic devices. So let's go ahead and get to the game. I had to shrink this down to windowed size. Let's go ahead. Oh wow, the game is kind of loud. Or the TV is loud. Shit, and the remote's over there. Alright, alright. Hold on. Am I getting picked up? Yes, I am getting picked up. That's good! Right on. Okay, shit. Best way to get up to the top is climbing up the slide. So many poopy butt kids slid down this slide and made it poopier and poopier, and he never cleaned it, and the guy never cleaned it, and he never cleaned it. And now look what it is. It's covered in poopy. He thought to himself, huh, I don't need to clean it. It cleans itself. Look, they're sliding down, and then someone else slides down right after them. And then people are like, that's worse, though. Because that means that, you know, they're just smearing it everywhere. Because you aren't putting, like, soap on their butts or something. I'm so tired. You know how it is, though, when you work and you're tired. Everyone who's watching knows this, because children don't watch me, because I said they don't. But guess what? Even if children do watch me, they know how it is, because they have to go to, like, school and stuff, and school, as an adult, I can say with certainty, school is quite similar to work. To the point where there are people who will be like, oh, school was training you for work. Like, the concept of it. Like, you wake up way too early in the morning, and I don't think they're wrong entirely. I think they're being, like, weird about it when they say it like that, but I think they are correct. That school is more or less designed, school as it is here in the United States at least, is designed to be like work. Wake up way too early in the morning to go do something you don't want to do. Like, let me just say this. If when I was a kid, school started at noon and ended at like 4, I don't think it would have been as big of an issue for me. But it starts at like way too early in the morning. And ends at like way too late. Like, I think it starts at like 8 and ends at 4, and that's bad. This isn't part of the update, I just hadn't gotten to the update area yet, and so we're redoing stuff that we've already done on stream because I just really like this game. Oh, this is so annoying. You know, I'm reminded of a funny story, and that's that apparently when the guys who designed D&D 2nd edition were designing it, they had in mind an ideal adventuring party. And that adventuring party was more or less, by their opinion, the cast of the Golden Girls. That was the ideal adventuring party. You know, you have your slutty character, your idiot character, your jerk character, and your like leader. I think I said jerk. Yeah, jerk, slutty, leader, idiot. However, if you don't have enough, there is a reasonable chance you will not end up with a Golden Girls, but more interesting as a concept type of adventuring party. That is to say, you might end up with the a Three Stooges, which happens. It will almost always happen if you only have 3 people, where you'll end up as Three Stooges. And it's like, I'm actually doing a campaign where I've decided to play up that idea that, you know, it always ends up actually being the Three Stooges instead of being the Golden Girls. Partly because I'm tired of always playing the Dorothy. I'm tired of being Dorothy Zbornak. I don't want to be her anymore. No offense to B. Arthur, she was a cool person, but I'm tired of being her in D&D, you know? Yeah, this is. I like the strength of this gun where I can spray the white beam and it's like it's strong enough to do that. I don't need to go to the orange or the green. In some cases I can do that. But yeah, the D&D thing. So I'm just gonna be playing as a stooge, essentially. A loose representation of Mo Howard. Because you know, I mean, if we're gonna be stooges, might as well play into it. Yeah. Awesome. And this one is part of the same. Okay. Cool. Yikes. So yucky this is. You know what? I know they updated. I want to see if they added any. Oh, no. Yeah, for this one. They did. Oh, I kind of don't like it. I'll get it anyway because I like the idea of having it. Click. Oh, yeah. Black and orange instead, baby. Nice. Did they ever tell you the tragedy of Quentin the reviewer? That poor sap keeps making multi-hour one of these days that dude's gonna make a 24-hour video and then and at that point he has, as they say, he will have, as they say, peaked. He will not be able to do a longer video without without it being like bad for everyone, and everyone's like, dude, just make regular length videos again, please. And in fact, at that point, that's what you do. You're like, okay, I've got one final epic 24-hour video, and then you go back to making your 48-minute videos, and nobody thinks anything of it. Everyone's like, oh, aren't you the guy who did those 48-hour videos? And he's like, no, I only did a 24-hour video, and that was the longest one I did, and I'm not doing them ever again. You hear me? You hear me? I'm not doing them ever again, and that's what I would do. Now, I have, in a similar sense, seen a guy who's done a few guys who have done 24-hour streams, and that's a different story, because that doesn't require as much work as it would making a 24-hour video. I can say that with all certainty that it's hard to like be funny for 24 hours straight, but it's hard to be interesting for 24 hours straight, I'll say that, while also playing games. But sometimes it's more about the endurance round thing type feeling. Like if you watch someone do a 24-hour stream, you're trying to stay up with them. They're trying to stay up, you're trying to stay up. It's a challenge, you know? It's on purpose. But if you're making a 24-hour video, you have to make more than 24 hours of content. And then that all gets edited down to 24 hours of video. And then it takes like 3 days to upload. I mean, his 8-hour video, this guy's 8-hour video took like multiple days to upload, so you can only imagine how long the eventual 24-hour NLAC video will be. Because this dude's just eventually going to make a whole video about the Nickelodeon live-action continuity. About how they all take place in the same continuity, that is. Because that's basically what he's been doing. And it's like straight up to the point of making a point of pointing out how in one of the things it's indicated that that the current one he did takes place in the same place as Good Burger, because one of the characters says that they're gonna go to Good Burger. And it's like, all the way back then, huh? All the way back then. So, like, I mean, at that point, we're gonna have to figure out how, he's gonna have to figure out how, as I said, because if all of them are connected, which that would sort of indicate that they are, he's gonna have to figure out how, like, you can't do that on TV, is connected. Because it almost certainly would be, if that's the case. Nice. Ooh, yucky, yucky, yucky. Not so nice. Not so nice. Damn it. I got that YouTube poop stuck in my head. I watched it like once a day ago. 2 days ago. 2 days ago I watched it and I already have it stuck in my head again. You ever get a YouTube poop stuck in your head? No, come on, you stupid game. Fucking hell. How annoying. You ever have to deal with something like that? Something really annoying? Because it just doesn't work the way it's supposed to? I don't even remember what that. Oh, that's right. I was just talking about that one guy's video that's 8 freaking hours long. As I said, I kind of feel sorry for the guy. I mean, I know it's something he himself decided to do. When he got like enough subscribers, he was going to do a video on iCarly, and then it just sort of expanded from there. Because that's right, he initially did his first like expansion of it because of the iCarly crossover with Victorious. And so that's why he started the video on that one. Nice. But then, like, he didn't have to go all the way through. But he just did. Because he's a masochist? Sadist? Like, I think this is both sadistic and masochistic, so it's like, what do you say to that, you know? Be like, Mr. Reviews, I watched your video, your huge self-harming video, and I just wanted to say it's not worth it. You don't have to do this. To which he'd say, screw you, of course I have to do it. Oh, what a shroob. Look at that shroob there playing Borderlands Game of the Year Edition Enhanced on Steam. What a shroob. Oh, I fucking broke my legs, dude. He should have asked if he could join me and played my game with me. Because I'd have said, sure, love having guests on for funny cleaning streaming. But no, Talon's too good for Power Washer Simulator. Whee! And the guy only started making his freaking iCarly videos because iCarly was kind of a meme at the time. I don't think people even actually liked it. I think they were just talking about it as a meme. Whatever. I don't care, person in the game. You shut up about your petty feud with the other English person. And you know it's petty because they're English. This is a joke, by the way. But yeah, I stand by my statement. I don't think people ever really liked iCarly. even back then, like, I don't think it was a well-liked show. I don't think it was as well-liked as the people who think it was well-liked think it is. Like, all I can say is, I think... I don't remember. I guess maybe I don't think, huh? Awesome. This is going awesome. I'm having a great time. It's Friday too. I'm so excited about it being Friday. That means I don't have to go to work tomorrow. Ugh. The upside to having a job where you don't work every day is you don't work every day, you know? Awesome. I'm so out of it right now. I forgot that I was streaming and I was just playing the game just in complete washing mode. Rain off. No thoughts, only cleaning. You know? Here, I recently got a thing for GameCube video quality, and it's really annoying because to get it to run on my CRT TV, which is why I bought it because it has a component out, and to get it to not run at the wrong resolution that my CRT can't do, I need to plug it into a freaking regular LCD TV first, which is annoying as hell. Yes. That ever happened to you, Chet? You wanna run something on a CRT, but you end up having to plug it into an LCD first, and it's like, well, what's the purpose at that point? I might as well just play it on the LCD. The purpose is that the CRT ends up looking really good. So it ends up being worth it in the end, but like, God, so much extra work. Just so I can play an expensive video game in the best quality that my little TV back there can handle. Because I see all these people talking about like their CRTs go to 480p because they got like professional video monitors, but like I want a big TV, and they don't make professional video monitors. They didn't make professional video monitors of the CRT variety that were big enough for me to see them. Because I got like really shitty eyes, you know? They're like just covered in poopy. Figuratively. Having a good time. I'm relaxed. But yeah, if you, this is just a warning, if you ever buy a GCHD Mark II to get GameCube video onto your, to like get high quality video on your CRT, and also then also just potentially like have like an HDMI out for it, because I already had the ability to do HDMI out for my GameCube, so that wasn't the part I needed it for. But if you ever get one of those and your CRT has component, you might want to make sure that that you plug it into an LCD first, so that way you can turn off the line doubling, so it's not in 480p, so that it's in 480i like it should be. Weed. Gods. This looks, I think they updated the textures for this. This looks a lot shinier, like a lot more like real polished metal than it initially did. I think. God, I hate having to explain to my parents this game, because like I can tell them I spent $15 on a game like this and I can't explain it to them why. It just feels really good to play, you know? Because it was brought up when my dad was around. He's like, oh yeah, I've been playing this game that's like, I put like almost 20 hours into this game. I've probably put over 20 hours into this game. In fact, let's check that right now. Let's check that right now. How long have I put into this game? Based on my YouTube VODs alone, it's probably a lot. Power Wash Simulator. 67.4 hours, chat. I have put 67.4 hours into this game. And I don't think I'm going to be stopping anytime soon. Because it's just really good. It gives me a sensation that other games do not. Here's a question for you, chat. You ever buy something and it turns out, oh, this is a version from the wrong country? Like, say you buy a Game Boy game or a Switch game, and it's like, oh, this is the European version. Now, in those two cases, it doesn't matter that much, because, like, there's no region locking on the Switch or Game Boy, but, I was gonna say Game Boy Color, but, I mean, I guess that's also true, but it's less relevant, because, like, Game Boy and Game Boy Color I would consider different consoles. And I hate when I hear people talk about the Game Boy and Game Boy Color as if they're exactly the same. Okay, try to play Pokemon Crystal on a DMG. You can't. Try to play Wario Land 3 on a DMG. You can't. Wario Land 2's DX cartridge has a funny little feature where if you try to play it on a Game Boy Color and then you try to play it on a original Game Boy or a Super Game Boy, it's like if you play it on Game Boy Color first, you and you try to play it on the other one, it's like, hey, these two games are technically incompatible. If you save your data on this version, you know, on an original Game Boy or a Super Game Boy, it will erase your Game Boy Color data. Why? I don't know. You have to ask the Nintendo guys. And that's to say the guys that worked at Nintendo when that happened. I'd wager, as I indicated, I think it's just two separate games. Unlike most DX games where it's like, oh yeah, well, it's this. I think that that's a, where it's like, oh, you know, it's just the same game, but it just accesses some extra files that add color if you're playing on a Game Boy Color. I think with Wario Land 2, it's just two separate ROMs, essentially. Ow, oh, I just moved in the wrong way and it felt weird. Ooh, yucky. We all hate dirt. We're not Ryu from Streets. We don't like dirt. It's always weird, that reminds me, it's always weird when you find out you've been, like, indirectly following, like, someone huge for years, because you're following someone who's following them, and you just keep liking and posts that they make, and you don't even realize that they're, like, someone, and then it's like, you know, oh, well, this person wasn't huge when I was following them, but, like, that post, which is from one of the people of that group, went viral. Like, that guy's post was sort of viral all over Tumblr for, like, a few months of the Ryu from Streets, where he liked this, and this, and this, and this, and dirt. He likes a bunch of weird things and weird yet mundane things, including dirt. Yeah. Yoza. Also, this is unrelated, but I just remembered some meme I saw about Filthy Frank, about how he was the character of that, but now he's like internet pop star Joji, and it's like, okay. And how so many internet pops, how many fans of internet pop star Joji don't know about Filthy Frank? And it's like it's definitely the sort of thing where I knew about Filthy Frank back in the day when his shit was running, but the people who I saw, apparently, from what I've learned recently that Filthy Frank was a parody of these dudes, and also the dudes who were all like, yeah, I love this dude's stuff, were not at all aware that they were being, like, parodied. They weren't aware that they were being made fun of, as they often aren't. I mean, you can just look at Rick and Morty. men are blissfully unaware that Rick Sanchez is a bad guy. It could be stated explicitly, Rick Sanchez is a bad guy, and they would be like, yeah, he's the bad guy. Unironically, because they just... I was saying unaware, but that's not quite right. Like, it's a lack of self-awareness. Okay, let's go back up, because I saw in the little pause menu that one of the rails, handrails up at the top was apparently not done. Oh god. Perfect. 2 of them. Awesome. No, because it says railing posts. The railing posts was the one I saw. Where am I missing then a railing post that needs to be cleaned? Post. Okay, this one's not clean somehow. There we go. Now we can jump. Whee! Okay, come on. You can surf up there. Or not. Fine. I hate when games don't let me surf. You know what I mean? You may not, but... You know what? Forget that. We're gonna move this... right here. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Oh my god, my elbow is in a bad spot right now. Nice. Oh, my neck. I'm so out of this right now. But I saw there was update stuff and I want to get to that. That requires me to play the game for an amount of time, and I don't want to just get to the update stuff. I'm a little poo-poo baby bitch. Wait. I'm crying like a little dickhead. Yeah. I tell you, it sucks when you just suddenly get a song in your head and you want to sing it, but the Digital Millennium Copyright Act says you can't even do that. Even if you sing it really badly, they'll be like, no, 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 no. See, you're singing it at all, so that's as good as stealing it. That reminds me of a very funny thing that was a couple months ago. There was some sort of like, I think it was BlizzCon or something. And a couple months ago is a bit of a stretch there. It was sometime last year, I think. It was like BlizzCon or something, and there was Metallica, and their music was getting replaced live on Twitch because because of the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, which really only exists because of Lars Ulrich, the drummer for Metallica. I forget what I was saying. Oh yeah, yeah. Digital Millennium Copyright Act doesn't work the way that it's supposed to. I mean, it's such a thing that at one point I've seen this. I've seen the little things about it. Warner Brothers tried to DMCA their own website, not like some fan website, theirs, for having their content on it. And that's just the state of the internet today, of the Digital Millennium Copyright Act is. It didn't work. Pirating movies is still very, very easy to do. It is like pathetically easy to watch shit for free. Oh, what that reminded me also. It's very funny when a big corporation says that sharing a Netflix password is a form of piracy. It's like, no. No, that's not. It's like sharing a DVD. That's not piracy. Like if you lend your buddy your DVD copy of, let's say your Blu-ray copy of Airplane, and he just watches it a couple times and then returns it, and he watches it at all, that's not pirating the movie. movie's not been pirated. The movie's not been stolen. It was borrowed. People like to share things, you know? Sharing's caring, as they say. So you want to let people know that, you know, you care about them by letting them use your things that you're paying for. But places like Netflix won't be satisfied. Oh, also that reminds me that I've seen a thing where, someone was using a VPN on Netflix to try and get stuff that, like, you can't watch some bullcrap show in the United States. So they, you know, they said they were in the UK, and the Netflix was like, hey, you're using a VPN. You're not allowed to do that. Sorry. We can't let you if you're using one of those, so, sorry. And then it turns out, like, you know, VPNs in general aren't doing what what all their advertising claims they do. That's the only thing they're supposed to be, that they are able to do. Is they make it harder, is they can act as a proxy. Like that. Alright. And so when the corporations just say, yeah, you can't do that because we don't like it when you do that, because it means we aren't making as many millions and billions of dollars, that just sort of turns me into the fucking Joker. I mean, like, for real. I mean, I am being figurative when I say that, but for real. I am figuratively like the fucking Joker right now. We live in a goddamn society. And it sucks ass. I'm probably not going to make it to the new content today. I don't even know if I'll finish this one today. Probably will, because I'm just playing the game, you know, so... Oh god, the silence started bugging me for a second once I... That ever happened to you? You just suddenly, you turn something off and then the silence is there and it's like, oh! And it's like it's a weird sensation, this sudden silence like that. Awesome. Yoza. This is good. I'm enjoying this. Kind of want to go to bed, honestly. Even though it's only 4 p.m., really would like to. You know how it is. When it's 4 p.m. and you want to go to bed. Awesome. Yes. We are so close to getting this guy cleaned. This guy's slide. You know, the name of this thing that I'm cleaning makes me wonder, because I've made note of this before, that the Beatles song Helter Skelter is about one of these, hilariously. But there's that one guy who thought it was something fucked up, because that guy is fucked up. It makes me wonder, like, is it better or worse when a cult leader like legitimately believes the things that they are saying as part of the cult? Like, is that better? Because, like, well, I mean, he believes it, but also it's worse because that means he believes whatever crazy bullshit he's spouting. I would argue that that's a good indication that it's better for everyone else who's part of it because, well, I mean, cult leaders generally have high charisma, so it's like, you know, it's not like it's not like the dude was rolling his checks with disadvantage. His, what would that be? It's not deception because he believes it. The one where you're trying to convince people that something is the truth, and you believe it is the truth. It's not deception. Oh, fuck, I don't even remember. And I know there's some people who think that charisma is entirely about looks, but it is not. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the charisma to get the Everybody Loves Me perk. Because I'm ugly as fuck. Let's use the classic, and I think funnier phrase, ugly as sin. Like, what's that even mean? Like, I know it's some sort of, like, religious related thing. It's like, just saying you think sin, the concept of sin itself is ugly? Or people who sin are ugly? Like, what does that mean? Are they saying they think Lilith, the mother of all demons, is ugly because she's, she is in fact the actual original sin? With the sin of saying, hell no, I'm not gonna do that? Like, why the hell am I, for questioning their apparent reality of, well, this guy's your boss now. And she's like, why? Why is he the boss? Which garnered her a permanent timeout. But then again, I also don't know if that's from, like, the Divine Comedy or something. Or if that's, like, an actual biblical thing. Because that could be from the Divine Comedy and I wouldn't know it. Like, because some people would treat it like it's like, oh, it's straight up real, actual biblical stuff. Lilith is from the actual Bible and not the Divine Comedy, and so it is canon. But then it turns out she is from the Divine Comedy, but they still treat it as canon anyway. Like how Lucifer, as far as I understand, not in the Bible. Not in the Bible. He's only in Dante's The Divine Comedy. But there's plenty of people who will act like Lucifer is straight up canon to the Bible. Alright, what am I missing? What am I missing? Channel lights. Okay, I hate those. Slide frames. Okay, I hate those. Okay, so we're missing some panels and some of the lights too. Good enough. All right. Alright, alright. Let's go back up to the top here. One more channel lights. Oh, the slide frames also. God damn. Come on, what am I missing here? Oh, I find it. Yes. Awesome. Whee! Oh, I broke my legs. I broke my character's legs. Slide frame. Slide frame. Okay. Slide frame. Oh, that one's definitely one of the ones I'm missing. Oh, it looks like that's the other one. Awesome. Third tier panels. Alright. Awesome. What now missing am I? Second tier panels, what? Missing two of those? A top frame and a top panel. Oh, excellent. Awesome. Awesome. I guess the other second tier panel is this one. Yep. I should have knowed. I should have known. Yes. Awesome. Oh yeah. I love how the thing just shows your character floating there because it doesn't render the it doesn't render the scaffolding. Yes, yes, yes. Love this one. This one's so good. Alright, what else we got? Okay. Oh. Perfect. We have regular pink gloves as well. That's perfect. I needed those. Awesome. I like how so far there's only been like one per thing. These gloves. Yes. Perfect. Three, that's right. 3 is where I go. Find my metal soap, but I can just go buy some. Soap. Metal. Are you kidding me? Have I really not bought the soap head for this one? Nope, nope, wrong button, wrong button. No, back. There we go. Soap head. 900 for the soap head, okay. Good to know. So I'll need to clean off some sections of this crazy thing before I am able to actually obtain the soap head. Oh yeah, I just noticed there's trees outside. I didn't even notice until right then that there was a window. You know, that's another interesting thing that, like, I don't know if, like, I know that there was a whole game theory video about this from that one Freako. I don't know if anyone's brought it up, but I think if there is some sort of, like, crazy evil conspiracy going on in this game, I think your character's in on it. I don't think the character merely just doesn't care. I think they are actively in on it. I don't think the player character is merely some sort of like, oh, you know, this hapless bystander who doesn't care. Just, you know, I don't think that your character is a for God's sake I just want to grill kind of person. All right, okay. Awesome. I love when the game tells me I cleaned something that I can't even see. Like, now that I'm looking, I can see them, but, like, I guarantee, due to compression, those will be invisible to you. The two static wicks that are right there. Due to video compression, if you are watching this on YouTube, which is the only place you are likely to be watching it, because there's no one here currently on Twitch. If you are here currently on Twitch, come on, speak up. But you're not, so. Not trying to guilt nobody. And you know, I'm not trying to guilt anybody either. I'm not gonna use double negatives. Just because of where I live, I'm not gonna use double negatives because of those. Because of the people around here who do, all the time. Oh, I can buy the soap nozzle now. Yes. Excellent. Equipment. Yes. No, I don't actually give a shit about your funky plane, dude. I forgot to talk for a little bit. I'm sorry. That happens sometimes. And it could happen to you. No. So tired. I don't know why I'm still playing this game. At this point, I am too tired, and once I finish the plane here, I'm gonna just stop playing for the day, and I'll see everyone on Monday. But I'm gonna keep streaming until I finish this fucking plane. I think the player character of this game also may have the everybody loves me perk, because everyone's just instantly divulging all their like top secret information. Like the bank robber twins who need their house cleaned, and that totally aren't those bank robbers, by the way. You know that because they're not like this person. And this person. See, the other guy is like desperately handsome, and but me, I'm like they're crazy like this, and it's like, oh, but me, I'm just old and ugly and tired. See, I'm so old. And it's like I simply do not care. It's like. Like this character, this evil billionaire, who's having us clean all this shit. And I know, evil billionaire, it's like, isn't that a bit redundant? But for the sake of things. There's billionaires who are already evil, and then there's a dude like this who's like a cartoon supervillain. Oh, and also now that we have the soap nozzle for this one, I definitely need to do a soap only level of one of the some of the earlier stuffs. Just to see how powerful the soap gun is on this one. You know, I also hate when stuff like just randomly gets me irrationally pissed off. Like, I don't know why these things make me that angry, but they do, and it's like very stressful. I can't even remember what the thing is that I was thinking of moments ago that made me like irrationally angry. Because that's just how nothing it was. It was nothing, but it made me like incredibly angry. Here's another thought. You ever have like a memory of doing something, but it's like a memory of a memory, and that memory of a memory doesn't unlock until like you see something? For instance, I saw a video, like a clip of the Sega Master System or Genesis port of the arcade game Rastan, and all of a sudden I remembered having played that arcade game, and it was the weirdest sensation. I'm like, where is that? What is that? How did I play that? When did I play that? And I just don't know. I don't know when I played it. I don't know what I played it on. Did I play the arcade version? Was it released on some other fucking like a Neo Geo or something? Because I know I played a lot of Neo Geo games back in the day on like Neo Geos that like the MVSs in arcades. And you know the MVS is the one because it's for multi-video system, and it could have up to 4 cartridges in them. There's also the 1 cartridge versions, which I think are kind of weird. It's like, at that point, why not just buy an arcade game? Was it that much cheaper to get get one of those for your thing? For your arcade? To get a Neo Geo than it is to get a like a full arcade game? Don't know. And I may never know, because that's the past, and I'm not willing to look it up. I'm certain there's probably some people who would, but I am not one of those. I love when an iconic scene in a movie gets, like, is iconic out of context. Like, and with context, it's like, oh, I guess that's kind of boring. Like the ever classic Garbage Day. That's a classic, but like, the movie's just a generic slasher, and arguably it's even more fucked up with the context of what's going on in the movie. Like that guy's a serial killer whose brother was a serial killer, and it's just some nonsense, and also it has something to do with Santa Claus. Like, he's got some sort of Santa Claus related trauma. I don't understand it. And honestly, I don't know if I want to understand it. Because I just thought about that scene, and it's like, man, that's a classic. I don't understand what the fuck is going on in that movie. I've watched a video about it because I don't often watch movies. I don't have the time to sit and watch like a full 2-hour movie because of my ADD and all that, but I do have the patience to watch a 20-minute video about it. And now I know some people are like, well, wait, I've heard you talk about like watching 24-hour streams. Most of the time I'm not watching the streams, I'm playing a game while the stream is on in the background as background noise. On any sort of long stream like that, that is what I'm doing if I'm watching someone's very long stream. I am not actually watching the stream, I am listening to the stream as background noise. Also, you know what? I'm gonna ask a question to the chat. You ever have just a game that's like, this is a game you have to have on every console you own, or every console you can, at least? Because for me, every console I can, I have to have a copy of Bust-A-Move. Or, like, Puzzle Bobble, or whatever you want to call it. So, like, I have it for Super Nintendo, I have it on Game Boy Advance, I have it on my Game Gear, and I have a Game Boy Color one. And I would love to have more, but like, that's what I have at the moment. Oh, and I have also purchased from the official PlayStation 3 store. Luckily, it's still around at this point. If you're in the future and they've finally decided, yeah, we're actually going to take it down this time, that's where I got it. On my PS3, I have Bust-A-Move 4. PS1. No, I don't have. I thought I had. No, I don't. I think I have an N60. Yes, I do have an N64 Bust-A-Move as well. And it's pretty good. I like it. Bust-A-Move 99. And that's apostrophe 99. Not like it's the 99th game, but it's the game that was released in 1999. I was but a wee babby in 1999 of 6 years old. 6-year-olds are babbies. FYI, that's fine. You can be a babby and be 6. Or rather, you can be 6 and still be a babby. That's normal. I know there'd be some people who like, well, actually, that's kind of fucked up, but I disagree. 6-year-olds can be babbies. Yes. I did not read the last thing that dude said. Ah. I am, you know? You ever think about that? How you think, and that indicates that you are, you know? Feeling some real philosophical stuff out here tonight. Alright, yeah. You know, you hear all those. That reminds me, being philosophical. I saw one of those memes earlier, but it's like, what if you just woke up tomorrow and everything was a dream and it was you were just way back as a child, you know? And that classic meme, modern classic, reminds me like, it doesn't matter, because guess what? You wake up tomorrow, this dreamed world still exists, whether or not the person who dreamed it is still here. And that's just a fact. This is just the easiest way to explain things is, have you imagined like something happening, like, oh, what if this happened? It does happen right there when you're imagining it. And then there's some other world, like, and it's not like, oh, you just have to stop imagining bad things happening, because just because those bad things happen while you imagine them doesn't mean that they stop happening if you stop imagining them. No, they'll continue happening no matter what. These bad things that'll happen in other worlds, they don't happen to you. And if they do happen to you, it happens. There's nothing you can do about that. That's the way of the universe. We're getting all philosophical here, I know, but I just feel like this is the right time to do that. Damn it. I'm imagining a world where they make keyboards consistently that are good for my fat fucking hands. Oh yes, oh it's wonderful. Oh, this world is beautiful. There's no war anymore because no people got real mad about having fat hands, and that's the only reason they've ever started wars, is because people got fat hands. Nah, that's not true. If only that were true. I would start wars all the time, because I have big hands. I was pressing the wrong button. I kept pressing caps lock, trying to press, tab. I was trying to press tab, but I kept pressing caps lock instead. Oh my gosh. I feel weird being the kind of person who currently watches Minecraft YouTubers, but I do. And I don't, it's not like I watch like the popular ones. I watch the ones that were popular like in 2014 as opposed to the ones that are popular now. Partially because I just really don't like the fan bases of the ones that are popular now. And it turns out the ones that are that were popular in 2014, 2015 still have some problems with their fan bases. I mean, apparently I was watching their stuff a year or so ago, and they start a fake war for fun. You know, it's pretend. They're all pretending, and apparently people are going into the comment sections of the other guys and like sending them hate mail, and they're like, hey, to the point where these guys have to say, hey, this is a game. We're playing a game. Me and my friends are playing a game. You don't need to send them like hate mail on my behalf. It makes me look bad, you know? Which is like, wow. It's 2020 and these guys still have that sort of fan base. What they need is a sponge for that. They need like a heel who will be the sponge for all the like hate. Because that's the thing, is since they're all friends, no one is willing to play the heel. You're like, well, I don't want to actually be mean to my friends. It's like, you're not actually being mean. Like, you're playing these, like, evil pranks. You're playing a super villain. Just be a heel. I mean, it's to the point where someone tried to be a heel the last time they did it. He had two characters, one of whom was a heel and one of whom was not. And that's a problem, is... And then he decided, he got so messed up, he's like, yeah, this isn't fun for me to play a character, so he just isn't playing a character anymore. And that's fair. That's fair. But, like, it also got to the point where he was trying to explain why the reason his character was doing the things he was doing, and it's like, you don't need to do that. Don't break kayfabe, man. Don't break kayfabe. Stay in character. But I mean, he's allowed to break kayfabe if he wants to. It's his character. It's his YouTube channel. But like, I think it's an odd choice to break kayfabe to explain to people who don't understand what kayfabe is. And it just doesn't make sense to me. That's the problem in general, is like a lot of these guys' decisions don't make sense to me. But they don't have to make sense to me because, well, it's the decisions that affect them and it has nothing to do with me. Well, that's not true. I am a viewer, so it has a little bit to do with me, but the majority of their viewer base does care and also probably doesn't care about kayfabe. Actually, they do care about kayfabe, but I don't think they know that they care about kayfabe. Because kayfabe would be such things for these guys as like, oh, one of these guys, he's just a mischievous little guy. Oh, look out, he's gonna do a prank on you. Haha. But like, the last time this guy's kayfabe that he was putting up was his, like, okay, there's his normal guy who's a normal guy who wants to be a good person, and then there's his villain guy, and the villain guy is doing cryptocurrency, and it's like, it's really cool that he had his villain character doing that, because, you know, that stuff's not good. But also there are a lot of people who didn't seem to get it, and he felt the need to explain it to them what he was doing or what the idea was. And some of that he was doing in character as his good guy, and some of it he was not doing. And so now he's just decided he's done with characters. And it's like, that's fair. He didn't play a very good heel. He was too, like, for the kind of character, for the kind of heel that he was playing, he was too snooty of a guy. Which, as I said, is funny, you know, I mean, he was a cryptocurrency creator in this fictional one, you know, fictional cryptocurrency creator, but like also he was too snooty about the money and stuff. It's just like, I get it, but it also just, I didn't think, I don't know. Having kayfabe is important for things like that, and too often these guys will break kayfabe to say like, okay, yeah, this is a story. Do you guys not understand that? And they don't, and they never will. The people for whom they have to break kayfabe will never understand what kayfabe is for them to break. That's not true. They will never understand, but a lot of them will simply not even notice that, like, they are doing a kayfabe. And it's like, why bother at that point? Ooh, we are almost done. We have one more fuselage wiring to clean. Aha, it's this one. All I gotta say is if you had me with those dudes, you would not have me breaking kayfabe for anything. I would not even break kayfabe in the comment sections. I would go into my own comment section and act like the hugest asshole ever. That's not entirely true. I would not have kayfabe active when talking to the people outside of it. Like, because that, I think, you know, you don't want your, like, actual real life people you're talking to know, like, to think that you're actually an asshole. Alright, well, I think that's enough for today because I'm tired and I want to stop playing. Where's the button? That's the one I'm looking for. So yeah, that's all we got for today. If y'all liked what you saw, leave a follow if you're here on Twitch, which I don't think you are. Or, if you're more likely, which you more likely are, on YouTube, drop me a subscribe there. That's fine. You may see that subscriber, like, oh, you know, get to 1 subscriber option thing, and that is specifically, I'm going to say 1 Twitch subscriber. Face reveal, 1 Twitch subscriber. But until then, I hope you guys check out Griffin 151 Mew on Friday, or not Friday, Saturday and Sunday at 11 Eastern. He's funny, kind of. He's always doing dumb shit. Uh-oh. We dropping frames at the end. It's fine because it's fine because we're at the end and it's a flat screen. But yeah. Griffin's doing dumb challenges and stuff all the time. I don't know why he doesn't play games he wants to play. He only plays like games that he hates or challenge runs of games he likes. And I got nothing else. Goodbye.